You ever wonder how the person next to you is getting all these promotions, raises, accolades, awards? Meanwhile, you're working like a workhorse. You want to know their secret? It's that they're the most trusted person in the room. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to become that person too. If you want to get promoted, referred, and lead high-profile projects, you need to be the most trusted person in the room. Here's how to do it without being the loudest voice and having the fanciest title. So own the project and not just the task list. Trusted PMs, we don't just check a box, we understand the big picture. So are you one of those PMs to just sit at your desk doing Microsoft project, updating Asana? That's not the project management we're talking about. We're talking about actually managing stakeholders, your vendors, internal, external, to get things done. Let me give you an example. So are you a PM that sits there at the beginning of the project and we're going over assumption and risk, and you know daggone well from your previous project that this is not going to work? I know this is not you. I'm talking to those other people. Are you one of those PMs that at the beginning of the project, when we're going over the scope, you're sitting there quiet as a church mouse? The executive stakeholders are going over how we're going to execute in this amount of time with this budget. Now you are a subject matter expert and you know good and well from lessons learned, previous projects, that that is not how it goes. You have all these examples of why this is not a good idea. But do you just sit there of fear of not being heard? I'm going to give you the language, the skills, and more importantly, the confidence to speak up in those meetings. That's how you get your promotions and your raises. Part of being the most trusted person on a project is delivering business goals that align with the strategic organization. So let's go over what active listening is. Active listening is all about awareness. Did you know that emotional intelligence is part of the PMP exam? And let me go a step further. 42% of the exam is people. That means stakeholders, that means people, that means teams. So active listening helps you be proactive instead of reactive. This is a highly sought after project management skill. So once you have trust for your team, the sky's the limit on what you guys can do together. So no longer project managers just managing projects. Trust me, I had the shirt. I only manage projects, not people. That is no longer a fact. We have to be able to effectively and efficiently manage our team. And that is being an active leader with active listening skills. And more trust from your team leads to more trust with executive leadership. That's how you get the promotions, the raises, and the accolades. Another way to become the most trusted person in the room is to overcommunicate. And I don't mean email blasts all day, every day. That means effectively communicating what needs to be communicated, when, who, and how. Let me give you an example. Nobody wants to read your little funky reports. Nobody wants to read your dissertation. You need to understand that everybody's busy. And so what communication means in 2025 is a dashboard, a color coordinated dashboard. Is your project green, yellow, with bullets to mitigate risk? Never red. But that is the way we effectively communicate to all stakeholders. This looks like regular updates, risk mitigation, and clearly defined decisions. Proactively communicating, you build trust with leadership on the right things. The next way to cultivate trust is making everybody feel like a key stakeholder. This does not just mean the C-suite. This means your vendors, internal stakeholders, external stakeholders. Let me tell you, one of the reasons why I'm very successful is I am really close with the logistics team, the warehouse. You need to be friends and family with everybody. By involving team members in a decision and the requirements gathering process, everybody on your team has ownership in the project. So you're not herding cattle, as we say in project management. Everybody feels like they're a part of the team, and more specifically, the dream team. And more accountability means more of your project standards will be met. Did you know that buy-in grows when everybody on your project feels seen and heard? This is a proven fact. Google it. One of the last ways to earn trust is consistency under pressure. Your tone sets the culture of the team. Y'all, project management, things come up every day. It is going to happen. So your ability to navigate under pressure is crucial. People want to follow confident people, not somebody that's scary Mary. Think of when you're on a flight and we start going through turbulence. Does the flight attendants get scared? They are easy breezy. So when you're on that flight and you start going through turbulence, don't you look at the flight attendants to see how they're looking and feeling? If they're easy breezy and calm, so are we. And when that pilot comes on and say, we're just going through a little rough patch and it'll be over in a minute, we all calm down. That's how you need to lead your projects. And calm teams lead to successful implementation. And that's how you become the most trusted person in the room. And let me say this, you don't need the fancy titles. I am normally the project manager, the implementation, IT, global technology, you name it, I've had the title. It does not matter. People sitting next to me have more degrees, more commas behind their name. Why is it that I'm the most highly sought after project manager? Trust. Whether you're in business, insurance, fintech, financial, banking, y'all, the list is so long. If I was to list everybody that wanted a project manager, we would be here for the duration of the day. This skill can apply to all. Everybody wants a project manager regardless of title. If you want to be the one that everybody trusts with their projects, stick with me. My name is Tamara McLemore. I'm the Chief Impact Officer. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Make sure you stay tuned for more leadership and growth strategies. In the next video, we're going to talk about 5 project management mistakes that is quietly derailing your projects. See you in the next video.